What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Mike, 58, right there. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Prescott on first down. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
First down, Jaguars.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
39.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. 15 yards on the play. First down.
So I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 23.
A gain of 14.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now a handoff looking right. And a short gain here down to the 22. There to stop him was Darius Leonard. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Prescott from the gun. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. He just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. A pretty good return, all things considered, but holding.
I agree with you totally. It's actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Prescott. Man open. It's Goodwin. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. On play action, Prescott. And he hits the tight end. It's Davis. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. This a quick pass to Davis.
Prescott's pass.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down, Jaguars.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 29. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
3rd and inches.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Jaguars 3, Colts 0.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Throwing. Prescott. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. To throw is Prescott. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
A 4-yard pickup.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and the Jags are going to have a first down. Here's Prescott. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
58, come on. Let's go.
Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Seibert's kick is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it. But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
At the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check 15, check 15. Safe.
Taylor. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have tied things up. They can take the lead with the extra point. Now the try here for the point after. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Colts 7, Jaguars 6.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And we've got a penalty marker down here as he's able to get this only to the 20-yard line. Yeah, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Prescott off play action. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
39.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
26. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Rodrigo Blankenship.
That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
1st and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. And he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Down and 6 yards to go.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. And again, it's Prescott. Looking downfield for Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking deep for Hilton. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. First and 10, Taylor now. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
And
4. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Caught left side by Hilton. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
Score, Colts 21, Jaguars 6.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Completion here to Claypool.
Prescott's pass.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
It's caught. Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
At the 41-yard line.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Tyler Davis, the intended receiver, and it's third and short.
Down. And 3 yards to go.
They'll throw again. Prescott. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete. It's now fourth down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check. Lucky.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
57's Mike 57. Also run.
From the gun, it's Brady. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Throughout his career, Tom Brady has made a living with the quick pass, hasn't he? How about that one? A little slant inside. And I think his arm's gotten stronger throughout his career, too.
Yeah, you can just see one of many examples of why he's made more trips to the Super Bowl than any other quarterback.
Footwork, intelligence, competitiveness. That's Tom Brady in a nutshell.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Brady going to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And finding Davis here, the tight end. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try it now with Swift. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they try the right side here. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. The left side completion to Jones. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 45-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
39-yard line.
From the 39, Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kenny Moore. 30, past the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle, and that will bump the lead up to 26. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Off the play fake, Prescott. This one caught by Davis. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Man open. It's Goodwin. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
First down.
Prescott yet again. And he hits the tight end. It's Davis. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Brady. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
57, Mike 57. Hey, here we go. 57, Mike 57. Quick talk. Let me go.
Shotgun now for Brady. And that is incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Campbell making the catch. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 31-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football. Knowing full well, he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Prescott now. Now they go screen. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
short yardage. Prescott. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football. Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Play action now, Prescott. He will find Davis on the left side complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about... bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
So here we go now as the Jaguars will go for 2. Dak's going to keep it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
They run once more with Taylor.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Back to throw, Brady. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play. Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But